this, I'm coming. I don't want to. Now, I want to come back to this. I want to come back to this now. I want to come back to this one. I want to convert it to representative fraction. Now, the scale in written scale is 1 centimeter represents 2 kilometers. So the first thing, if I want to take this scale to representative fraction, what I should do is I must first make sure the two sides of the scale, the one that represents what is measured on the map and the one that shows what is the actual value on the gram, I must first bring them to the same scale. I must bring them to the same scale. Bring them to the same the smaller scale of the two. I must bring the two to the smaller scale of the two. Now, here, 1 centimeter is smaller than kilometer. So what I have to do is, this one says 1 centimeter represents, don't let me, it says 1 centimeter represents 2 kilometers. Then I can now say 1 centimeter, the scale is 1 centimeter represents 2 kilometers. Is the same thing as 1 centimeter. What is 2 kilometers in meters? 2 kilometers in meters. 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. 2 kilometers is what? 2,000 meters. So I first converted this kilometer to a smaller unit, meters. So from meters, okay, somebody has given me the answer. Good, I like that. 2,000 meters. So I will now say 1 centimeter represents, I'll convert this 2,000 meters because I told you I want to convert the same unit with the smaller value because I want to take it to a representative fraction. I will now say 2,000 meter is equal to, if I convert it to centimeter, if you convert 2,000 meter to centimeter, what would that give you? I'm waiting. Somebody should respond. 2,000 meter convert to centimeter. No, Jane, it's not 20,000 centimeter. It's more than 20,000. It's not 20,000. 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter. 2,000 meter will be equal to 2,000 times 100. So it's 200,000. Yes, somebody wrote 200,000. Good. 200,000 centimeters. So here now, both sides are having, the unit of both sides is the same. So I can now say the unit is 1. I can cancel the unit because they are now in the same unit. I can cancel the unit on both sides. I can now say 1, the unit is 1 ratio or 1 all over 200,000. This way, Daniel Ajayi, I won't allow you to come to my class. That will be the last one. I will block you. Don't know what is wrong with all this voice. Just creating problem, just disturbing. Don't report. So, who is this person disturbing me? You are joining the class later and you are still posting rubbish. So now, if you look at this thing, now I have converted from written scale to representative fraction. I have shown you from how you can come from representative fraction to written scale before this one. Now, let us try to, now let me give you this, convert it to a representative fraction. 2 centimeters represents 2 centimeter represents, convert 2 centimeter represents 3,000 meters. No, 3,000 meters. Convert it to, or no, represent 3 kilometers. Convert it to written to convert it to representative fraction. I want you to do that. I'm not going to give you more than 1 minute to do that. 1 minute. I'm timing you. Convert it. Convert it. I'm expecting when I've converted the post to answer. I'm still going to give you quiz or polls that I'm going to score you. The quiz I intend giving you this time around, don't do it the way you did the last quiz. You have to do it better now. If you do it the way you do the way you handle the last quiz, you want to score 0. The last one, I didn't score the last one because all of you did not do it well, so I didn't score that. So, but this one, I'm going to record it. I'm going to score this one. I'm waiting for answers. Who has done it? Okay. Adewuyi said 1:300,000. Demilade said 1:150,000. Okay. Okay. At least people are trying now. I don't know. Of course, all the answers cannot be correct. We'll see who is correct now. Yes. A lot of people are saying 1:150,000. So, what's the question? 2 centimeters represent 3 kilometers. So what you need to first do is to take 3 kilometers to, you take 3 kilometers, you take it to centimeters. Let me clear all. So you take the first thing you do is you take 3 centimeters. So you say 2 centimeters, this is how to do it. 2 centimeters represents 3 kilometers. So 2 centimeters represents 3,000 meters. 3 kilometers is 3,000 meters. 2 centimeters represents 3,000 meters is 300,000 centimeters. 300,000 centimeters. So they are in the same unit now. Then we can cancel the units. So 2 centimeters, 2. Okay, so before we cancel the unit, if 2 centimeters represents 200,000, you have to reduce everything to what is on this side to 1. Then what is here is 2.
Hello, sir. You there? No, my hello, sir. You there?
What's the word now?
Representative fraction, the left side must always be 1. In that situation, if 2 centimeter represent 300,000 centimeter, then it means that 1 centimeter will represent what? You divide both sides by 2. You are going to decide both sides by the whatever value you have on this side. So when you divide 2 by 2, it's going to be 1. Divide 300,000 by 2, it's going to give you 150,000. So 1 centimeter, if 2 centimeter represents 300,000, 1 centimeter represents 150,000 centimeters. Since they are in the same unit now, you can cancel the unit. You can now say 1 all over 50, no, 150,000, or 1 ratio. You can use any of the two. So this is representative fraction. So this is how to convert from written scale to representative fraction. It is essential to know how to convert these two, because some scales, most scales you see under your map will be in representative fraction. When you want to draw your sections, you must know what it means for you to know how you measure the you use to draw your section. So I think I've spent a lot of time. So I want to believe that you now understand this. Somebody was trying to raise up his hand. Is that person still interested in saying anything? Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. 1 minute.
That the comma in the thousands. So is it
Hello. Put the volume, please. Your volume. Increase your volume.
that the comma?
What
The
did he
comma
say?
is the 150,000.
The comma is when you say 150,000. You can put. You might not put. It's not important. 150,000 is every. You know that when you are dealing with number, every 330, you can put comma to separate them. Don't you know that?
I know, sir.
It's not a must. If you put it, it's just that the reason why I put the comma is I don't want to write 15,000 instead of 150,000.
Yes, sir.
You know it. If I put comma, I'll be able to monitor 150, then 3 zeros.
Yes, sir.
You understand? Is that all? So I think that's the scale. Now the third scale, the third thing. See, I'm supposed to take something else today, but I don't want to proceed if you don't understand this, because that will be making us have problem. So I think I'm good. It's okay. We are going to now move to this third type of scale. Now this is linear scale. You see, this scale is very important. If you see any big map, you are going to see it on. You are going to find it on it. Because you see, the 2 types of scale that I've taught you, they are much easier to even the 3 are easy to understand. But those 2 types of scale, they have one shortcoming. You see, when you are working on map, for so many reasons, it might be necessary to reduce or enlarge the map to get more information. So when you are working on map, there are situations which might require you to either reduce the map or enlarge the map. When you reduce a map, you have to reduce it proportionately. And when you reduce the map, the scale on the map, if you say, let's say on a map you wrote 1 centimeter represents 5 meters, it's just, let me give you an example. There's a picture of yourself, and in that picture, in order for anybody that sees the picture to understand your height, to know how tall you are, if somebody now write under that picture that this picture, 1 centimeter represents 1 foot, 1 feet, that is any 1 centimeter measure in the picture represents 1 feet, assuming that is written on it. If somebody now reduce the picture, what that scale is not, that proportion is not working again. But if you reduce that, what will still be showing under your paper is will still be a smaller 1 centimeter represent maybe 1 feet. That's what we'll be showing. So for the purpose of when maps are enlarged or reduced, that is the reason why you always have this third scale. A map that could be enlarged or reduced, there's always a need to put this third scale, because what happens with this third scale is that when the map is enlarged, the scale enlarges proportionately with it. When when a map that has this scale is reduced, the scale reduces proportionately with it. So if any map is reduced or enlarged, the two type of scale that I taught you, if it's on it, the moment the map is reduced or enlarged, that map is useless. It's no more useful. You can't use it. It's no more reliable to work, because the scale, the proportion that you are measuring, that you say this on land is got to, this on paper is got, it can't work again. It's wrong. You can't get it correctly. But if you have this third scale on it, the proportion with which you enlarge it, this scale will also enlarge by that proportion. Or the proportion with which you reduce this scale will reduce. That's why, that's the purpose of this third scale. So when you see a big map, you are going to see this scale on it, and you are going to see that representative fraction on it. The reason why they always put this linear scale on it is in case anybody want to enlarge it or reduce it, so that it will reduce or enlarge with it. And in that situation, that other scale does not work again. It's not useful again. The scale of the map will have changed. Now, how do you read this scale? Let me repeat myself. It's very, very simple. What you do is simple. You measure, where is this thing? You take a ruler to measure the distance. You see this AB. When you see the scale, you don't see AB there. I just use this AB to mark what you measure. When you see this scale, you are not going to see this. This AB is not usually part of the scale. What you are just going to see, you are just going to see these lines drawn and number written to represent the length of each line. There will not be A, B. What you are just going to see is this A and B will not be there. You just see the remaining thing. That's what you see. And how do you? So I wrote this A, B for you to explain it to you. Now, if you want to interpret this scale, what you do is you place your ruler here and measure the distance between the first line. When you place your ruler and measure that distance, that length on the map, you place a ruler on it. Whatever, let's say when I place my ruler on this, the length I measure is 2 centimeters. What this scale means is that this length represents this value in this unit. Let me say it again. What this scale, how it is interpreted, this length on the map, this length measured by whatever unit you like, this length on the map represents this value of this unit. So meaning that if I measure this length, assuming I don't have a ruler, I do not have a ruler, I just want to know the value of a particular distance, and I use maybe a broom, I place it on AB and I cut it. What it means is that that distance that I measure on my paper, I didn't put any unit, is actually 1 kilometer on the ground. Now, for the purpose of work, I have to measure the line using a unit. So if I measure between A and B to be 2 centimeters, what it means is that 2 centimeters represents 1 kilometer. That's all. And so by that measurement, look at this one now. By that, I have converted it to what? Scale, or to written scale. By the time you take that measurement, you understand what it means in written scale. So is there anybody that requires any further explanation on this before I proceed further? Any further explanation before I proceed further? I'm going to give you, I'll give you a poll now. You see, what I'm supposed to do today, we have not even done it, but there's no problem. We have to, next week we are going to have many classes. I'm going to take you Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. I want to take you at several times next week. So because these two classes, I've not been fast enough the way I would like to be fast. Shall I finish this since yesterday and done that thing today? So let me give you poll. Anybody that join after, if you call anybody to join you, that person is just wasting its time. I have a record of who is present. This Odewale Israel, I'm supposed to remove your name, but I'll pardon you. If you do the rubbish you did today again in my class, you will not participate again. I will not allow you to participate in my class again. So before I mark the poll, I'm going to check whoever joined after 149. I'm not going to grade the person's poll. Whoever joined after 149, I'm not going to grade the person's poll. So don't bother to call anybody to join, except if the person has, if I see it on the record that the person has been participating in the class before now. So that's the only way. If I notice that that person has been taking part in the class before now. Hold on, the quiz will come up. I'm not going to give eternity to solve the quiz. I'm not going to give you eternity to solve it. Just going to give you. Trying to. Hold on, I'm trying to. I don't know why. Maybe it's the network. The poll is not coming up. But I want to just. I will try. I want to. The network is not coming up. But I'm going to. I'll try to do it on my phone. Those two people that just joined, they are just wasting their time. I'm not going to grade them. I have the record of when you join it. It's going to. I don't need to take the record. It's automatic. So you can tell those two people they should continue to. They should go and play. Okay, I know this is what I'm going to do. I'm having problem setting up the poll. I'm going to set two questions quickly, and those two questions that I will set, I will expect you to answer them. Post your answers. The poll is not coming up, but I have made up my mind. Every class, there will always be a quiz of 2, 3, 4, 5 marks, depending on my mood. So those that do not want to come for lectures, they are free not to come. So the first question, I want you just post it. Number one, you write number one, you write the answer. Number two, you write the answer. That's where I want you to post it. I'm coming on. Can you see the questions? Those people that just joined, they are just wasting their time. I'm not going to mark it. I have a record of who was at the meeting. So they can submit it, but they will score 0. So those of you that just joined, you know yourself. If I have even, it's a condition. How long you have spent in participating in the lecture will determine what to. So there are 3 questions. You don't need to bother yourself. Which is just 3 marks. One, okay, question 1. It's just 3 marks. So I'm going to, you have just 4 minutes. I'm going to close this in 4 minutes. So I've given you, I don't want to. So you post your answer in the chat. I'm not going to say whether you're right, you are wrong or right. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. So I'm going to end the meeting in 13:59. Yes?
Hello, sir.
Abdul Qadir, talk.
Sir, I'm with Quadri. I'm with Quadri here. My phone is dead, so I'm attending the class with Quadri.
Well, what did you say?
My phone is dead, so I just joined the class now. I'm attending the class with Quadri, like I'm with Quadri in person.
If you have registered the two, if you registered the two with the same, what is it called? What is it
No,
called?
I just joined now.
If you are entering the class again with your the same matric number, we know. I will know that you have been in the class
I'm with
before.
Quadri. I'm with Quadri.
If you are registered, if you have entered, if you enter the class with the same name or the same matric number, I will know that it's the same person.
Not the same person. This is another person. I'm with Quadri.
No, stop bothering me. Do it. Time is going. I've told you. You see, a lot of people are joining now. They're just wasting their time. I will let you, I will let you people know what the way this thing works. You should know the way it works. It send your this thing automatically to my mail. The attendance, how long you were in the class. It goes automatically into my mail. So I'm not going to, I only use the chat to mark it. It's only those people that are in the class before 1:30. Those are the people I'm going to consider, except see, it's a poll. It's okay. Somebody has eaten rubbish and you are copying the rubbish, the only they could. Now you are now 48. Those of you call them. In fact, those people that did not participate in the class that are doing the test, I will remove your mark for putting me through stress. It's in your interest you don't submit. If you know that you were not in the class before 1:40, do not submit. If you submit, and I now try to go, I have to go through that attendance to confirm. I will do that because I know I'm only marking for 41 students. So the 7 of you that are trying to submit, I will fish you out and I will remove your mark. You can dare me. Be calling more people to join. I've told you the rule. If you take it, and I have to go to, I'm going to print the attendance and I'll go through. The fact that you are not in the class and you came to do the test, I'll penalize you. So if you have submitted and you are not in the class, delete it. It's in your interest to delete it because I'll use it to penalize you. Instead of losing 3 marks, you are going to lose 6 marks. I will minus that 3 for being fraudulent. I'll minus it. You can hear me. You know, this is being recorded. It's not that I didn't warn you. Yeah, I think I'm going to end the class now. So everybody that have submitted, good luck. As long as you were in the class. And like I said, if you were not in the class,